And hello again, Internet. Well, it's been about a week since I did my previous recording. Took a little bit of a vacation after finally finishing Magna Carta, and had some family over as well, which is why I wasn't able to jump back in right away, but I'm rested up. We got a whole new section ahead of us. Gonna go ahead and start off with another one of these free-to-play reviews, and not all the free-to-play games that I do are these casual little things like Animation Throwdown and the like. No, there are some high-quality free-to-play games out there, and this is one of my favorites. I told you I'd be doing more of my favorites early because, well, these are the ones that I've played the most. So we're gonna take a look at Marvel Heroes 2016. Yeah, I know. And if you look down on the Twitch bar down there when it says what game I'm playing, it says Marvel Heroes Omega. That's the PlayStation 4 version. The PC version has not been updated to that name yet. But Twitch won't let me distinguish between the two, so that's Twitch's fault. Blame them. And yeah, I know it's 2016, which was actually the 2015 anniversary 2 years ago, which they've never bothered to change the title of since then. It's kind of stupid to put the year in the name like that. This game has been changed radically in the 4 years that it came out. In fact, right now, this month is the 4-year anniversary for the PC version of this game, which is quite impressive. And it's a different game now than when it was. The maps have been updated. There are so many heroes to choose from. So many that I haven't even finished playing all of them yet. And I used to just go in right away and boom, get through a character, no problem. Don't do that as much anymore. Haven't really played in a while. But we're going to take a look at some of the things. Let's jump right in. Now, this is a free-to-play game, and the only things... This is one of the things. All the characters are available to you. In fact, I believe to start with, you can get all the characters up to level 10, and then... Or even don't have to. I mean, it's just like, if you don't own a character, you can still try it to level 10 to sample it out. You get one free hero to choose from. You also get a good amount of splinters, which is the in-game currency to purchase heroes. You get enough to buy another hero or two right away. There's also random hero boxes, which if there's not a specific hero you want, I totally recommend getting random boxes. It's not difficult to get a lot of heroes, especially with how many giveaways they have. So there's no content that is locked out if you don't pay. You don't get cosmetics without paying most of the time, but even now and then you get a little feed drip of freebies, but for the most part it's only cosmetics. And the big one for the pay, because I'm going to say this, that for the most part, everything in the game is available to you, except one thing. This is the part where if you're going to pay for this game, this is where it's going to be. The stash, the storage. See all these stash pages I have, and how most of them are filled with something. I'm a hoarder, what can I say? I've got all kinds of stuff. You have one stash page to start with. One. That's it. That is the entirety of your stash storage. You also have the amount of storage on your character, and you have the amount of storage on your team up. That's it. That is all you can carry. And as you can see, there are a lot of items. There are little vanity pets, which give you some stat boosts. There are various types of equipment that can give visual. There are a whole lot of uniques. There are legendary items. There are runes that you can use to enhance your gear. There are all kinds of things. And I don't need to have most of these things in the stash. These are boosts, and these kind of boosts here, these various potions, they don't exist anymore. They condensed these down to these type of boosts, which I don't like anywhere near as much. I hate to say it, so I have not traded mine. I could have traded mine in, but I haven't bothered to, because these are much better than the new boost stuff. You get various reward stuff as you play, and as you see, I haven't bothered to open these. I haven't used. There are some people out there who actually know this game that are right now looking at my inventory and cringing that you haven't spent that yet. Why not? Like this one, you know, ultimate power upgrade, 5 ultimate upgrade tokens. Yeah, I don't really need them. That's why I haven't bothered using them. There's only a few characters that I use, and most of them, their ultimates are pretty high up there. Yeah, they did give out one storage at one point. They actually gave it out twice, and as a whoops, gave people a bunch of eternity splinters for it when they realized that they gave the same one out twice. Oops. Because that meant that all the people who already had one did not get the new one like they were supposed to. There's also one available for splinters. That's the in-game currency. Other than that, these all cost money to buy. A custom tab costs... Let's find out how much it costs. 500 G. G is the premium currency. Hero tab, well, I've already got all the hero tabs. They're cheaper. I think they're 350. The limitation is you can only put things for your hero in it, like the uniques for the hero. This is radioactive isotope, which are these kind of, what do they call them? Catalysts for your hero. Costumes, like we'll take a look down here at Rocket Raccoon. He is my main. That's why he's got the yellow name. You get the various costumes can go there. Equipment that you've put on them and such. I love the hero tabs. They're cheaper and they let me sort out my costumes for nothing else. I love these. I have spent way too much money on this game. Oh my god. Mostly for the cosmetics. And if you buy some of the packs for the heroes with actual money, you'll frequently get the hero tabs as well. So that's how I got most of these. Because yes, I bought the hero packs. But you don't need to. If you don't really want to hoard a bunch of stuff, if you don't need the cosmetics, you don't have to worry about that. But this is where you're going to be spending a lot of your money if you spend money in this game, right here in the stash. That's where it hurts you. Other than that, you can get as many characters, all of them with in-game currency. It's not too expensive, and the currency comes about 1 every 8 minutes or so. Now, I'll get into the game just a little bit here. I just kind of want to show off. Ultimate powers, you see, it costs 200. That's the currency. Now, this used to be where you go to buy these guys. Now you just buy them straight from the tabs here, which I can't show you because I have already purchased all of them. You can also spend real money. There is the in-game shop, and they have sales frequently. My suggestion straight up, do not buy anything without a sale. Doesn't matter how tempted you are. They have so many sales that it's not worth buying if they don't have a sale. Ooh, the variant costumes are back. This is another thing too, is sometimes they have the limited stuff, like these variant costumes. And there's some good variants in here. I want this one. I need to get, no, not her. Not, I actually have She-Hulk's. But I want this one. I love the rolled up sleeves from Moon Knight. These I don't like. That one, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get into the game and see some of the stuff, shall we? I have a couple characters that I have not actually done anything with. So let's choose one of them. How about... you know what? Nick Cage. Where are you, Nick? Or, excuse me, Nick Cage. Nick Fury. Let's switch to you.
Clear my schedule. Something just came up.
Okay, and this is the alt costume for him. He normally looks like this, but since I bought the pack, I get his alt costume, which I put on. And the costumes now are pure cosmetic. There's nothing special to put on them. That's what the catalyst slot's for. It used to be that you put things directly on the costume, but that kind of caused some problems. Okay, now I know nothing about this particular character, so the first thing I do with a new character, I go and check out at least a quick glance of the skills to see what we have. Okay, for example, this is just a refresh. Physical damage. Physical. Physical. This guy's a physical character, and it looks like he's ranged. Ranged. So physical range. That's what we know. Hero synergy. This is one of the reasons you want to level up as many heroes as possible, and as you can see, I have all but 2 of them leveled up. These give you bonuses. You can use up to 10 of them. You also get more XP the more heroes you have leveled up to a limit. And oh yeah, I've pegged that limit a while ago. There are so many characters now. There used to be only, like, I don't even remember. When I started playing, there were like 20 characters. Now there's more than 50. It's crazy how many they added. That has slowed down dramatically. In fact, the pack 3, which was supposed to be 1 year, took them almost 2 years to get all of them out. But that's because they've been changing other parts of the game. So anyway, let's just go ahead and start adding these things in. Some common ones are Cable. Well, obviously right away Cyclops has the plus 10% bonus XP, so almost everyone grabs him. Cable is just straight crit damage for anybody. Wolverine is straight brutal for everyone, which is like a critical crit. Yeah, great. Okay, physical. Physical would be Moon Knight. Physical. See? That's added crit power there. Another one that's very popular is Squirrel Girl, because she just does extra damage to bosses. Very handy. Storm is also pretty powerful. She gives extra of your supply, whatever your resource is. I don't use her that often, though. Who am I missing? Mr. Fantastic is good because you get a crafting discount and just straight up 3% critical damage. There's someone here that's got physical, but I don't remember who. I guess it's just the crit that mattered. Okay, so now I have 4 more kind of flex slots if I want to use them. You have melee. I don't want to use the melee. Where's Hawkeye? Hawkeye is one that I usually use as my flex, and here's why. Straight critical and a little bit of movement speed. Handy to have. Elektra, physical damage versus bosses. Perfect. Good for me. Who else has some good physical? That's melee. There we go. Get some regen going on as well as the physical. And one more if I can find someone decent right off the bat. It's physical but also mental. That's not all that good. Physical plus defense. I think Hulk. No, Hulk's just health. So, you know what? Let's go with the physical plus defense. You want as much damage as possible. Next part, we have the Infinity System. This is your prestige levels. This is all of your characters level up. It's like the Diablo 3 when they added the prestige levels. It's basically what it is. It's extra levels, above and beyond, extra power that all of your characters work for and benefit with. Wait, did I not? Oh, I did not apply! Oh, I gotta do that again. What did I have? See, I'm great. I'm doing great today. Sorry about that. Colossus, health, and... You know what? I'd rather have a Colossus than the other guy. What was it? Luke Cage? Yeah. I'd rather have Colossus than Luke Cage. Who am I missing? There's Mr. Fantastic. There's Moon Knight. See, Nick Fury is going to have versus enemies not targeting and defense. So that'll actually give you a little bit of an indication of how he plays as well. Squirrel Girl. Down here is Wolverine. Who am I missing? Did I put Cable on? Yes, I did. Oh, God, I'm already screwing up everything. Also, already like 15 minutes into this, and I haven't done a thing! Oh, Hawkeye. Hawkeye is one of mine. Who else? Who else was there? Oh, right, Elektra.
Fix your crap.
Apply! There we go. Okay, so, let's take a look at these. Start with Mind. You can, and as you see, the more points you put in, some bonuses you get. You know, plus ammo is going to be my special resource. Crits are always good. Crit damage, so this one might be one that I go for. Plus int, and you'll notice that these have a maximum. This one does not. Damage versus weakened, plus brutal. little bit of extra, and those are just all of your stats based on it. Ultimate power, signature, ultimate. This one I'm going to go with because I always like to life, and this will also automatically trigger cool med kits. Very useful. So let's, is this regen?
Your country needs you, Cap.
There.
Don't let them down.
Finish off the regen. You can shift to go by 10s. So there's 50 points into it. Except, 350 points. So I've already got the +1 to all attributes from that as well. What else we got here? Total defense, deflect, dodge, attack speed, move speed. That's a pretty powerful one. Let's go with the crit chance up. Accept the crit chance, and I would put it into this, but I've already got the all attributes. So I'm going to go back and move speed, attack speed.
Fortunately for the small human,
Which also has maxed out. Okay, so that's that. Now we got a remote mission going on. That's the beginning thing. There's one more I want to do first. And that is, in order to actually have some stuff drop, I'm going to turn off the automatic looting, the, yes, enable auto loot of credits. Why is that not turned on? But anything, okay, so again, we have various gear levels. White is common, green is uncommon, purple is rare, yellow is blue is rare, purple is epic, yellow is cosmic. And I'm just going to go ahead and I set these things to just automatically destroy, vaporize anything that's below cosmic or below epic. So you're not going to see the whites, the greens, and the blues are going to drop, but they're going to disappear right away. And normally, if you have a pet on, which I'm going to go steal from one of my other characters real quick, and it doesn't have it maxed out, like this guy, you can see pets have stats, just there's a lot of things that give you stats in this game. It's kind of a little power creep, but it all does add up. And you can get free pets. In fact, I think right now, because of the anniversary, Cosmo's out there somewhere. I'm going to have to go look and see how I get him. One other thing I want to get is a legendary. Not a unique, a legendary. Where is it? Where is it? Where did I put those? There we go. This is the last one I have. These were from the St. Patrick's Day events. Legendaries are items that you put on the character. These don't have a level limit. If you respec and go through the game, or not respec, but if you prestige, go through it again, it helps have those. You can bonus level up. I can't talk today. All right. So I have the pet. I have him. Nothing else that I can equip right now. I don't have any gear for him. I have the stuff here that I could sell, but my credits are maxed out. Next step is to put a team up on him. Well, this is Nick Fury, right? What's a good team up to use? Let's take a look. I want to do one that's not already maxed out. Agent 13 is maxed out. Agent Coulson is maxed out. Who else we got? Agents. Oh, how about just a shield agent? Now, again, most of these cost Eternity Splinters or money. Again, I have most of them. This one actually came from a card. There are a couple you get for free. And during various events, they give some out for free as well. Like Shield Agent is one that everyone can get just going through the story mode. So he's pretty nice. Okay, so the Shield Agent is maxed out. But you know what? Recently, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had Ghost Rider on, and this is that version of Ghost Rider. Let's go ahead and equip him. So set him as active. He's going to run around with me. And I need to put some equipment on Ghost Rider. Yeah, this is, every time you start a new character, this is all the crap you got to go through for me. Gear them up. So, what do we have? Something really quick to put on. And I'm only looking at what the cosmic item bonus is. And this gives him more. That means that he does more damage after I hit someone. He does more damage to things. See, the bonus there. Enemies hit by my attacks take more damage from the team up. Excellent. If I use my med kit, team up does more damage. Excellent. When your team up is attacked, for them to become invulnerable. Excellent. Again, I'm not looking at the other stats right now. I'm just doing this quickly to go through. What's the fourth one here? I got the PK meter. Okay, there it is. So I call these things like, this is the PKE meter as far as I'm concerned. This is the Star Trek communicator as far as I'm concerned. This is the Men in Black neuralizer. Team up attack from becoming vulnerable. Upon enemy defeat, team up gets stacking buff. Excellent. Only thing I cared about is those. So let's equip the team up. Now you'll notice the team up, again I mentioned team up storage. There it is. It's not much, but it's something. We will equip Reyes here. I think it's Reyes. Could be wrong. Okay, now we're finally ready to take on some of the game. Oh, sorry for the delay on all that. Let's get to the actual combat. Even though it's a brand new character, we'll go ahead and summon our team up.
I'm all out of
What?
mercy today, but I got plenty of red hot rage.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
I think you did.
Someone somewhere is supposed to send me. I guess I could just do it on my own.
Captain America's okay, I guess. I just feel like he doesn't really know what it's like, you know?
So, prologue, raft landing pad. Let's go there. And I'm actually going to switch it up to hard so that I can get cosmic and uniques to drop. Not that they have for me. There are these videos. You can actually find these videos on YouTube. So I'm not going to go through them because you want to see them while play the game. It's free. You'll note there's a lot of dialogue that you can have. Your various characters can talk. Your characters can talk. The enemy's characters can. The other players' characters can talk. It's all fairly randomized, but there's a lot of really good little notes there. A lot of voice acting in this game. And as you see, it is a bit of a Diablo clone. What the heck was the guy's name? I forget his name, but one of the guys who worked on Diablo... Ghost Rider, are you stuck? Are you seriously stuck on that box? Look at this! I've not had this problem before. It's all because I'm streaming. Okay, so fresh clips. Fresh clips means it'll reload faster, I guess. Alright. I guess this one just doesn't even... Oh, okay. I'm not... There we go. And then reload. He's kind of like Punisher. In how Punisher works so far. Drone strike. Now, one thing is, as I said, this is like Diablo. Ooh, damage. It used to have power points that you would get, but now they just set it up that as soon as you unlock the skill, you have access to it. You don't have to spend any points on it. It is as powerful as it will ever, or it is as powerful as it can be. It just keeps maxing out. That way, you just choose the stuff for your bar. You don't have to worry about spending points. You have them all. Which is good, because it used to be that there were a bunch of missions you had to complete with every character. One of which was only available sometimes in order to get points. And here we go. Since it's anniversary, we have this anniversary bonus going on. Now, these power-up, that birthday power-up buff down here, you get 5 of them, you get a loot explosion. They're doing this every event. It's a really nice thing. This game, a lot of pinatas. Lots of pinatas. Stuff going off all the time. Oh, get out of the way.
Welcome to the big time.
Alright. Now, and the same is true for your team-ups as well. You don't have to spend any points on their powers. As soon as they hit a certain level that unlocks a particular power, they have it. They have it at full. They have access to all of them. I always have a team-up around. It's good to have at least one team-up because, well, you get the team-up storage. You can get bonuses when they're with you. You can get bonuses when they're not with you. I personally like to use them with me. It just feels better to me to have someone running around as well. I have a couple characters where I just use the team-up as pure stat increase. For example, you saw that my Rocket Raccoon was not running around with a team-up, even though I've got 3 different versions of Groot, which is who it would be. I actually use magic, one of the variants of magic, because there's a couple versions, as just a buff to increase his summons, which are, in his case, his turrets. Oh boy, don't want to be there. Now you'll note that like every character has a roll or escape type ability, which is limited. You can't just go roll, 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 roll. You've only got so many at a time. And I've bound mine to the right mouse button so I can get out of dodge easily. And that is one thing about this game is be prepared to have to run. It does have kind of World of Warcraft style. Oh, nope, my teammate just died. So summon him again.
You must be out of your mind.
So I'm not used to this character. I'm kind of quiet right now because, well, yep. Ghost Rider's down again. Got him! Alright. So I got a piece of gear off that, just a medal, which I always get, because that one's the one that does not auto-vape. Might as well spin this. Here's another reward that you get. It's a chest that you can open every 20 hours. Ah, no good gear. You saw a green and a blue pop up. Well, they disappeared right away because they got fed to my pet. Now you'll note that I can't actually summon Ghost Rider again. He only shows up every so often, the summons do. So he's in offline mode right now, or team up is away. And you do get some benefits while they're away as well. So it's not like he's completely useless when he's not actively with you. As I was just talking about, my Rocket Raccoon, that team up is always on away mode, because that's just what I prefer it to be. Oh, that's cool. Oh no, I died! Yeah, I'm not hitting the right buttons to heal and such. Dying, there's a little penalty for it, but nothing serious. You can just pop back out, come back in right away. I think you get some XP penalty later on. In fact, if I go to my debuffs, yeah, nothing. So don't worry about dying. It has no impact. I don't even think they have it in the stats anymore. The game is meant to be fun, and, well, it is. It's a lot of fun. It's also very flashy. In fact, you get to some of the areas, which I'm only going to go through the raft and the first chapter here. See, now you got a travel power. Now that's at level 10, everyone gets a travel power. And that button is the button that I've set for it. It's usually something else. And sweet, he gets a motorcycle. And that's generally as far as you can play a character if you haven't purchased them. But again, I purchased them, so I'm good. I will show off some of the other characters. I'm liking Nick Fury so far. I was expecting that he would actually be a summoner, because that's what a lot of people were saying for him. But he's got no summon skills right now. He is, well, kind of a glorified Punisher. Oh, there's Venom. Venom got out. And Ghost Rider is back. That probably should have paid more attention to the actual stats of his gear. But oh well. Ghost Rider. Stop losing. Ghost Rider, are you going to do anything? Okay, you know what? Ghost Rider, you are not impressing me right now. Okay, hit this, turn it on.
That should keep the rest of the cells locked up tight. I just wish you could have gotten here sooner to stop it.
Well, unfortunately, Venom got out. He always gets out. Now, you'll notice a lot of those red arrows on the ground, red marks on the ground. You see some red circles like that. That's why I say this is kind of, oh, dang it, died again. Kind of, wow, my spawn point was actually past where I was. That was interesting. kind of World of Warcraft inspired with the boss fights and such. There's actually raids in this game. I think it's the first ARPG Diablo clone to have raids. Ah, what do we got here? Green Goblin. And one thing to note, yes, you are playing the actual Marvel heroes to a degree. And yes, you'll find that there are other versions of you running around. It is actually kind of explained in the story for this game, which is good on them for doing so. Which is something interesting because early on, there actually was a problem where Marvel specifically did not want you to be able to have two of the same character out at the same time. You can see this reflected in, well, Spider-Man. You can play as Spider-Man, and there are Spider-Man team-ups. And if you use the Spider-Man team-up while you're playing as Spider-Man, it switches to Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, not Peter Parker. That actually annoyed a lot of people, especially when the Back in Black variant that I have came from a card, which those things are generally you have to pay for the cards. You get freebies now and then, but not frequently. Yeah, that's the game's gamble boxes are the cards. And yeah, I've gone through a few of them. And again, almost always cosmetics only from cards. I say almost always because there was an instance where for quite a while the Doom team-up, Dr. Doom, was only available to people who paid for something. It was when it was first released for Mac. When the game first got a Macintosh release, you could get a pre-orders pack for that release, which I did, and it included the Dr. Doom team-up, which they later put in the card that all of the exclusives from that pack were available in-game, but only through a card. So the various outfits, the boosts you could get from it, which is a fantastic boost, holy crap, and Dr. Doom were only in that one card, though. Which kind of pissed a lot of people off because they had promised that there would not be anything that you could not get other than cosmetically that you could not somehow obtain in-game.
Welcome to the big time.
They finally, for one Christmas, gave out a variant of that Dr. Doom team-up. In fact, they've given it out a couple times now. You still can't actually go and buy it.
Man, I better not be an LMD who's convinced himself he's the real thing.
Nice. You still can't go and just buy this, I believe. But where is he? Where is he? Yeah, here. The one from the special pack is white. And they've given out a green one a few times. As you see, I've got a couple duplicates of it, which can't really do anything. I can trade the duplicate for a unique item. Whoa. Oh, man, uniques drop like candy in this bloody game. Oh, yeah. I can't sell it because I have too much stuff. Razzle, razzle, rabble. Dump these in the bonus crap storage. So yeah, that was the raft. That's the kind of tutorial zone to get you into the game. I am going to go ahead and go through one of the chapters. Freaking Civil War Iron Man Hulkbuster. Great outfit. I use that one myself.
Maria Hill, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Alright, so we're going to go to the kitchen. Hell's Kitchen.
I hope you don't get
So I'm going to show off what one of the actual story chapters looks like now. And there are several. These got revamped a bit ago. This is, partly revamped for the PlayStation 4 release. They took out a lot of the real randomization and made it more linear, as well as removed some things that were optional. They're kind of actually in the line now. And yeah, they've got all this nice little dialogue you can read, which I suggest you do at least your first time through. So we're going to go ahead and go through this. Take a look. Investigate the old cathedral. Mark is this way. well, we're going to go ahead and, you know, shoot some punks on the way. Now, you'll notice one thing as well. These enemies don't really have a level to them. The zones you're in, you can be whatever level you want to be. You can be level 1 and go in the zone. You can be level 60, which is the max level, go in the zone. And it's still going to be at roughly the same challenge because they took the levels out of the zones and made every area dynamic, basically.
I feel like I'm a part of something bigger.
Do I really like that? It's one of those things that game designers do to... And the rationale behind it, I know Diablo did this as well. The rationale behind it is, well, we don't want to limit parts of the game from players. We want everybody to be able to experience every part of the game at any time. Oh, hey, cool. Mystic Mayhem's going on right now. Yep, anniversary, various events are going on at the same time. And I understand the logic behind that, but it takes away an aspect of the game. Because you never feel like you're getting stronger. You're always in the same zone. Enemies always take about the same amount of time to kill. You never feel like you're just getting, oh yeah, man, I can totally take this zone, no problem, yeah. No, because the enemies get stronger and stronger, which effectively actually makes them outpace you. Because if your gear doesn't keep up, which as you see, I've not actually had any gear for me drop that I can use. So the enemies are getting strengthened as if I had gear. I don't have gear. I'm basically getting punished for leveling quickly. Don't like that. Yeah, I'm not really using my skills in this character because I don't know the character that well still, and I'm not bothering to learn him yet. I generally don't bother really learning the characters until 60. Because I just go through so fast. Well, I was bitching that I wasn't getting any gear, and check it out. A unique, a couple other items. Well, the unique, unfortunately, isn't any unique, so it's not really good for him, and I'm not going to... No, I could use it. No reason for me not to. It's going to be more powerful than anything else, and it's only level 12, so it's not like I can save it for everyone else. Oh, what do we got here? Now, the Cosmics, you'll see they have a Cosmic item, which has a bonus effect, kind of like giving the Cosmic gear over here. This one, I have a 12% chance to do damage to enemies around me. Well, but that's when I do enemy area... when I'm attacked, I have a chance to do it. I can talk, I swear. Ooh, a challenge bonus, even. I have no idea why there's a challenge bonus on Cosmic gear, but whatever. I'm not going to put it on because, well, I've got a unique on right there. And then we'll just go ahead and equip basic gear. And you'll see that the gear has stats, kind of like Diablo. I'm going to open this box. What did this box give me? Level 60. Well, thank you. 9-ply Kevlar shield uniform. That is one of his uniques, and that is a level 60 version, which means I'm not going to be able to use it until I max out anyway. Now, you can press Alt and see how good your rolls are, what the range is, and what your rolls actually were. And this is decent, not great, a lot of low rolls. So there's a lot of little things they've done in this game to add to it. Hi there, Kalari. Sorry I didn't see you earlier. Actually, you just showed up, so So they've done a lot of little things over the time here to make it a little bit better for people as they play. I don't like the more linear nature of the game anymore either, how they really handhold you from one area to another. Whoa, what the heck was going on with Cable there? Okay, now we go check this out. Oh, look, it looks like Venom that escaped from the raft is causing problems. Let's go find Venom. It's like there's no little hidden areas of the maps anymore. You know where you're going. There's not areas that are even, you know, just completely unnecessary, really. I mean, I guess there's a few different pathways to go, but it just doesn't feel the same to me. I like the random better. I think the game's a little too linear now. And here you see this stop the arson. That's an event going on. There are still world events that happen. So let's go ahead and every few minutes you have these world events. They don't really give you a whole lot, but something to do. So hi, Kalari. How goes things? One more. One more of those birthday buffs, and I'll get a loot explosion. I am not sure I'm going to be able to do this thing in time. Reload. Yeah, I got 1 more minute to kill 3 of these arsonists, and I'm not doing that much damage. Level 20. Oh, level 20 is nice. I get legendary quests that can give extra stuff. Ah, you see there, Eternity Splinters. About every 8 minutes you get a drop of them, and that was a pretty good drop. I got 5 Eternity Splinters. Enjoying the WW. Not sure what that is off the top of my head. What's the WW? Talk to Kalari there. Come on, kill this guy. I've only got 30 seconds to go. Okay, I have completed the event. Sweet. Oh, the Weekend Warrior for Soulforge. What is this weekend's? Last time I did it, it was these gold doors are treasure rooms, so that's why I want to go into them. Yeah, last time I was in it was the legendary draft, and that was pretty fun, except I lost horribly. You can see my video on it. I always lose. What can I say? I will say this about this game. This game is remarkably easy overall, which I have no problem with. It makes it more fun. You feel powerful. You feel like a hero. That's the point, right? 6-card draft. What do you mean, like every choice is 6 cards? So he's talking Soulforge now because, well, it's Kalari. He loves the Soulforge stuff.
Why the hell did I ever leave the field?
Alright, what have we got here for gear? Star-Lord gear. Yay, that's really helpful for me. Again, I'm not going to put on the boots when I already have the boots, but I'll go ahead and swap this out with the Cosmic. Normally, I didn't really worry about... Oh! Do you get to keep the cards from that? It's like, normally, before this new change, I wouldn't worry about gear until level 60. Now I kind of have to worry a little bit, although I still can get to 60 without gear. But it used to be a lot easier to just level up to 60. And then if you have access to Hightown Patrol, you just go there. I'll show off some of the patrols and other stuff when I get a chance. Ah, here we go. This is something new that they've added. The Supervillain Showdowns. These used to show up as world events. But now you can just go in and fight a specific hero. Or villain, rather.
Oh yeah, I'm burning up.
So you come in here, you kill a bunch of... Well, excuse me. You... knock out a bunch, because no one ever dies in these games. Ignore the fact that robots explode. You knock out a bunch of thugs, and then the supervillain shows up and you fight him. And that is a new feature that they've added. So you don't get to keep the cards in that 6-card draft, which is one of the reasons I don't always like the Weekend Warrior stuff, is I do need to build my library. Talking Soulforge again, guys. Sorry about this. But it looks like the weekend draft right now, the 6-card draft, every pack is 6 cards, and the ones that would normally be 6 are 6 legendaries. So, it's a power draft, in other words. But you're going to be playing against people who are also power drafting. Don't forget that. Does sound like a lot of fun, and a chance to play with some really high-end cards. But I get why it doesn't want you to keep them if you're getting that many legendaries. Because that was the thing with the legendary draft. You did get to keep them, but it costs a lot more event tickets. Now, I don't believe I have an eye patch. So there. Now I've got a full set of gear on. And another crate. Awesome. And now we got Electro showing up.
I will not let someone like you hear something sizzling.
And yes, like Diablo, the villains, some of the bosses have events or special modifiers to them. This guy has the amplifier device. That's what that little device you set down that had a red beam to him was. It increases his attack. And you can destroy the device, so... Come on, Ghost Rider, stay alive! Oh, you can pay in with silver in those Weekend Warriors? Yeah, that's one thing. That's why you can't keep the cards in that particular Weekend Warrior, because it's also cheaper. It's only 2 tickets to get in instead of 4 for a normal draft. Yep, yep. Come back, Ghost Rider. There you go. There, I got my last pit of cake, and you saw it was a nice big loot explosion, which I still need to pick stuff up from. Without dying, preferably. There we go. Come on. This guy's taking a huge amount of damage. Look at this. Now again, I am on hard, but one of the big problems is I just don't have that much gear. But it's fine. I always play on hard. And Electro is almost. Come on, there he goes. Electro down. You get a reward for that too.
Shield definitely counts as bad judgment in my book.
I'm not seeing a reward. Oh, well, I've got lots of cosmic items now, so let's put some of these on. What do we have here? 7% chance of becoming invulnerable. That's good. Take that. Now, one thing about these cosmic effects, if you have 2 of the same effect, they don't stack. So, dashing reflects enemy projectiles. Interesting. Alright, so kind of increase some stuff there. And back to Hell's Kitchen. I am gonna go through this entire chapter. First chapter is actually one of the longer ones. Done a couple of bonus stuff here. Let's check out the police station. Just remember, we were looking on the trail for Venom. And like typical video games, you look for the people with the question marks and exclamation points over their head. And yep, Venom's been here. He's got his little ichor tendrils all over the place. And he's corrupted people, symbiotes. I am just basically using my basic attack for most of these guys. Now we'll go through and show some of the other characters, some of the other zones. Can I rescue him? No, I can't rescue him. Oh well. Ghost Rider, hurry up and come back already. Quit dying, man. Alright. Let's go ahead and speed through this at this point. I don't actually have to go kill everyone and rescue everyone. Yeah, I keep saying kill, even though, like I say, you're not supposed to kill them. Yeah, you do. Alright. This, however, I need to come to. So. And Ghost Rider, get back here. There we go. It's okay, this is the fake Ghost Rider anyway. He's not the one that uses the bike. He's the one that uses the car, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In fact, that is the version here, so. Okay.
Where it hurts.
Yeah, you're being defended. Just turn it on already.
You must be out of your mind.
Also love that, you know, Nick Fury out in the field right now. Hey, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Grab these Cosmic World Stones, even though I've got so many of them and have nothing to spend them on. You done? Yeah, alright. That's going to shut the symbiotes out here, except Venom. What's really fun is when you play against Venom as Venom, because he's one of the playable characters. There are a few playable villains in this game, which I say unfortunately. For a long time, they were adamant about not including villains. Again, mandate from Marvel themselves. Marvel has changed their opinion a few times during the development of this game. Like, for a while, we weren't ever allowed to have, say, Carnage, even as a team-up. But then in the comics, Carnage was, quote, brainwashed into being a hero. So, oh, well, he's a good guy now. We can include him. That was pretty controversial for this game in the community. Alright, Venom's about to drop.
I feel like I'm a part of something bigger.
More Eternity Splinters.
I did what
Most of the time you get one Eternity Splinter on the drop. As you've seen, you can also get 2. You can get 5. I think the highest you can get a jackpot is 20.
Cut me loose.
And I have seen that at least once. Yeah, I've got over 1,000 hours playing. I've seen it once. Also, one thing to note, heroes can drop. It's very rare. But you can actually have a hero and supposedly costumes, very rarely, will drop out in the world. The easiest way to get heroes to drop are the villains. Specifically, for example, Magneto's playable in the game. If you do a Cosmic Patrol Midtown, and Magneto is one of the villains that shows up, which he will show up in some of the waves there, he can drop a playable version of Magneto. That's one of... I actually got... I already had him, but I got Juggernaut that way. So... you can get characters completely for free. It's very rare, though. Bow staff. That's got to be for Gambit. As you can see, the amount of XP that I earn in this game, I'm not even at the final part of this first chapter, and I'm almost level 30 out of a max of 60. And that's just because of how much sheer XP I get. Plus, right now, because it is the anniversary event, everyone is getting a bonus 150% XP. And that's not additive to yours. That's just straight up, all the XP server side is multiplied by an extra 150%. So when you would get 100, you get 250. That's nice. It's more than double the bonus right now. Good time to level. And loot cache. There you are. Anything good for me? Not really. Let's take a look here. Oh, there's a story reward bonus box, which gives me one of these, what are they called again? Catalysts. Now you'll notice I got a couple high-end catalysts. I got this gifted dupe rune. Those came from the loot explosion, as well as the ring, which I'm going to go ahead and put on because I hadn't put it on yet. And an more powerful Venom medallion. The gold ones give you an extra effect. So you want to use them most of the time. We'll go ahead and put that on since I have nothing better to put on there. I'll keep the boots for a little bit longer. What do we have here? Whatever. It's quote higher level, unquote. I'll put it on. Don't care. Not even really paying attention. somewhere around the corner here. Looks like there's a world event going on. I'm not too interested. Shocker Unchained. So, yeah, police barrier just fell. Oh yeah, your like movement stuff, sprinting and all. If you hit a car in it, you just blow it up. So hero friendly, aren't we? Can't you tell that we're heroes? We're just ignoring all this crime and riding the motorcycle through. Whoops. Ah, don't care. It's just a cosmic world stone. You'll also notice that there are like that arrow on the side of the screen there. You can hear when something special drops, and the cosmic world stone showed up on the side of the screen, so you know what dropped.
What are you doing here?
You know, that way you don't miss things that are important. Oops. Let's go through these. I'm hitting all of the treasure rooms, not to get treasure for this particular character, but for achievements! Yeah, this game has achievements, and you get cosmetics. Some cosmetics are achievement only. The one in particular that involves loot box or loot rooms like this, treasure rooms, is for Star-Lord, which, you know, I probably would not use that costume anyway, which is why I haven't grinded it. The ones that give you cosmetics like that take forever. They really do. They are long, lengthy grinds to get, and, you know, well, you get a cosmetic out of it, so it's kind of worth it. Alright, where's the loot box? There's a loot box down there. So I'm trying to hurry closer through the end of this now. I could just kind of leave it here, but I do want to show you what most of these chapters kind of entail. You get to a certain point, though, and it's less linear. Some of the chapters, the later chapters, have not yet been converted to the new style completely. I mean, it's a lot of work. There are a lot of chapters in this game. And like this boss room here used to just be part of the regular map.
Yeah, time to shake this place down.
So that was new that they added that animation for it.
You must be out of your mind.
And those in-game animations, I do not believe they can be skipped. Yeah, got another Eternity Splinter to drop. Again, you want to try to avoid the red circles and all. Don't stand in the fire. Pretty typical. This guy's got kinetic vortex. That power does that right there. He'll suck you in with it. Xanth, no, they only have the game tag for Omega. I looked. Yay, Twitch. I bitched about that at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, this is not Omega. This is 2016. This is the PC version. And Omega is the PS4 version. They are different. They have different characters right now. I've got team-ups. I don't think those were included in the PS4 version yet. I don't know if they're planning on merging the two games, or if they're going to keep them separate. It strikes me as weird to keep them separate, to be honest. And let's get out of here. Because, of course, my motorcycle just comes to me in the middle of a subway. And aren't all subways mazes like that? Skipping the cutscenes. You guys can watch those on your own if you play. I do recommend this game. This, as I say, a lot of work has been done on it. The team is getting smaller for it, I believe. But yeah, just driving a motorcycle through the club, whatever. The team is getting a little bit smaller, but that's also because, well, they've been working on Omega, the PS4 version. They've been updating the game in ways that aren't necessarily the most obvious. Like, when they add a hero, well, you know, they've added a hero. It's really easy to see. When they've changed the way a chapter works, it's less obvious, but a lot more work, too. So
You want vengeance, Sensei? Come get some.
don't think that this game has been abandoned by any stretch of the imagination. There is so much going on behind the scenes. They've been revamping the character graphics too. Like Dr. Octopus looks a lot better than he used to. And yeah, this is the end of this particular chapter here. How does it mark the end of the chapter versus any other part? Well, honestly, the boss fight's not much more difficult than the other boss fights in the game. It is kind of arbitrary, and there are some small chapters too. And after this, I will switch characters and show off some of the other modes in the game. Like I say, I do recommend it. There are a lot of very fun heroes to play. With so many heroes, there is a lot of variety. And yeah, as usual, there's going to be some that are more powerful than others in some circumstances and such. Dr. Doom, I think he's kind of gotten balanced, I want to say. He used to be just disgusting. But when they upgraded the system to take away the points, I keep saying and I need to stop doing that. To take away the points, they changed him. He used to have one of his specials was, well, I'm level 30 now, so I can actually kind of show you. You have a signature move at level 30. That's the one in purple here. And then as you get higher up. So all of these unlock as your first part. These games unlock up till you hit level 30. After that, you start having to choose your specialization, which I haven't done yet, obviously, because I haven't even looked at these. But Dr. Doom used to have 3 different specialties, because it used to be 3 separate trees worth of skills that you had to pick from. And you didn't need to pick the higher ones to get the lower ones. So he used to be really powerful. And when they narrowed it, they nerfed him. They try not to nerf characters. They try to increase the power of other characters. But sometimes you do have to hit them with the nerf hammer. And Dr. Doom was one that unfortunately got hit.
Just thought I'd mention the fact that you may
So
see a lot
there
of
we go.
you around here. That's a big part
See,
of
like I
why
say,
we
it's
have to
part of
tap
the
Something seems
story
to be
for the
playing
game.
Jump rope with the fabric of reality.
Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of most of this crap that I'm carrying. Just going to go ahead and sell these.
Do not eat the squirrels. Do not eat the squirrels. Do not.
Yeah, it was Carnage running around back there. Oops, should have saved that one. Okay. So dump my stuff in the storage here, and I'll switch characters. These are nice. They stack up to 1,000. Which, as you see, 1,000 here, and that's why this one's down at 18. Goes into the relic slot. The more of them you have, the more powerful it is. But, of course, it's kind of annoying in the fact that they only stack up to 1,000. Or that you have to actually get 1,000. That's the hard part, is actually getting the full 1,000. Now, Nick Fury, where are you on my list so I can drop... What? I can just do this. There you are. Put these boxes in here for now. Alright. Let's go ahead and switch off characters here. I'm going to try someone I haven't used in a while. How about some Squirrel Girl? Since, don't eat the squirrels. Don't eat the squirrels. Switch off to the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. She's got Tiptoe running around with her. Tippy-toe. Groot. I don't want Groot. I want a different team up. Are both my Doom... I bet both of my Doom team ups are done. Doom. Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom. Yeah, they're both at 60. Dang it. Now let's go ahead and let's put a 60 on her anyway. So why Dr. Doom teamed up with Squirrel Girl? Being my minion, basically.
You seek the assistance of a superior.
Well, if you read the comics, you'll know why. Even Doom won't mess with Squirrel Girl. Alright, now, I have not actually played this character in forever. So, let's get her straightened out the way I like. Okay, what do we have? Yeah, I have not played most of these characters since the change. I have not played much at all since the change. So I've got to quickly go through and see. I'm going to do a summoner build for her. What do we have here? Dire Squirrels, ranged, summon ranged. Squirrel Apocalypse. What is this? Cute. Summon an unstoppable turn of squirrels. What? I don't think we have the actual little summon squirrels that we used to. Oh yeah, we don't. We don't have the button that just summons all of our squirrels anymore. Huh. Yeah, Dire Squirrel, that's funny. You just throw a squirrel at the enemy. Love it. So what do we have down here? Swirling Tail, Squirrel Saboteurs, Hulk Busters. Well, let's get some Hulk Buster squirrels. There we go. And we're going to put this one right here. Down here we got Sick'em. Now summons all of your squirrel friends. Well, that's probably the one to do. Tippy Toe. Well, let's grab Tippy Toe instead. So even though I have a bow that actually summons someone, one of the squirrels, I will now have a permanent Tippy Toe running around with me. What do we have down here? Squirrel friends can call up to 5 more squirrels. Well, that's probably what I'm going to use. Command your squirrel friends to stay home. No. No. Do not want the one that has no squirrels. I want all the squirrels. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, instead of just having more squirrels, up to 5 more, let's have 3 more friends. Permanent squirrels. Autofire always has the maximum possible. It's raining rodents. Instantly resets the cooldown of your squirrel powers. Where's It's Raining Rodents? Where is that one? Ah, that's the signature. Cute. Claw powers apply bleed. Bleed is nice. Where's Autofire? We'll do that. Set that up there. What do we have here? Squirrel Saboteurs. Let's see. Nutcracker. Squirrel Apocalypse. What is Squirrel Apocalypse? Oh, there we go. Summon an unstoppable torrent of squirrels.
Hi, Hank. Keeping your fur clean?
Or Acorn Artillery. With half damage? I don't like that idea. No, 2 additional. See, it's a 150 damage total. I'm not sure. Well, let's go with Squirrel Apocalypse for now. And she gained a movement power. She used to not have one. Now she just rides on a carpet of squirrels. So, let's go have a squirreling good time. Challenges. We're going to go to... I was talking about Midtown Patrol. Let's go check out Midtown. Oh, can't choose Cosmic yet. That's weird. I could have sworn she had Cosmic. Could have sworn she had done the trial. So these are the patrol zones. These are the ones where you spend just a lot of time, well, patrolling. Getting kills. Every few minutes, a wave of enemies shows up.
I can't do that.
Some more anniversary stuff here. And she just casually throws a car around. Woo! Oh, crud. I don't have any squirrels right now. Why do I not have squirrels? Excited squirrels. Oh my, is that a leftover power that I no longer have? It is. That's why I wasn't able to use it. It was the wrong power. That's how long it's been since I've used this character. That I had a power on her bar that literally no longer exists.
I can sure
Oops, I should actually start zapping these again. Options. Gameplay. Zap everything that's not a unique because they are useless for me. Now, do I have... I don't have a relic. I thought I had one on her. Oh, well. Let's go kill the Doom bots. Said every few minutes, these boss waves show up. I'm not doing a great job of telling this game. Squirrels! All the squirrels! She's actually, as many of these squirrels that are running around on the screen right now as you see, she's actually gotten a lot less than she used to. She used to have squirrels all over the place, and it was extremely annoying. Oopsie, dying, run. Whoop, out of the way there. So yeah, as bad as things look now, it used to be a lot worse. I was talking about the Cosmic Trial. What do you say we try her out? Let's try it out. Oh, nope. Not done with the Doombots yet. Squirrels! And that wave is ended. We get the end of wave bonuses. And move on.
Don't tell the boss about this.
So the Cosmic Trial is what allows you to take on, well, cosmic difficulty of especially these patrols. Which I apparently don't have. I could have sworn I'd done it with Squirrel Girl. But let's take a look, see if I can right now. And this is a challenge generally, but my Squirrel Girl should be pretty powerful. We have a time limit, and if we die, it's over. We lose. So, getting as many squirrels out here as we can. First part is we have to kill 40 Hydra. Yes, I keep saying kill. We have to defeat 40 Hydra. Stay alive, Squirrel Girl. Woo! Look at all those firing shots at me. Yeah, you think they're not happy with me or something. Send in the squirrels! All the squirrels all the time. Out of the way. So we've got 5 minutes to do this. Hopefully I have enough DPS. I'm not sure, actually. Since I haven't played her in so long. Now we got the mechs coming in. As you see, they keep getting stronger and stronger enemies coming in. And I can't dodge constantly. You only have 3 dodges at a time. So I'm used to just being able to zip, zip, zip around as necessary, but not so much the case anymore.
We could use more acorns.
Okay, now I've killed enough of them. Not all of them yet, because as you can see, there are still these stupid Hulk busters around. But now I gotta take out Madam Hydra and survive the Hulk busters. So fun! Ay, ay, ay. And yeah, you can't ignore the Hulk busters. You really do have to take these guys out. You'll notice every now and then I'm summoning some minions from hell, effectively. These demons. And that's an item effect that goes on. There's a lot of item effects, a lot of special power stuff. Man, Squirrel Girl feels a lot weaker than she used to be. I don't like that. It's one thing. I'm not a big fan of the change they made when they took away the power points and all. They kind of limited the characters more. Kind of like how World of Warcraft started limiting the characters, especially in the latest expansion. Ugh. Hunters can't throw traps and use the bow at the same time. That's just awful. I don't think I'm going to have enough time because I'm down to 2 minutes and I haven't even killed Madam Hydra yet. I honestly wonder if I could even do this on my main characters anymore. Come on. Timer. So yeah, look at this. I'm running out of time just trying to kill Madam Hydra. This is not good for me.
This world belongs to doom.
One of the things she used to have is, I mentioned she'd have up to like 30 squirrels on the screen at a time instead of the 15 now. And every time one of her squirrels hit, you gained a little bit of life back. And I think it was supposed to be that it was only supposed to happen every so often. But you ended up with basically this little chainsaw of squirrels that was constantly regenerating you. She was almost unstoppable, which, well, she's Squirrel Girl. Kind of makes sense. I'm actually really worried right now about how long this is going to take. 20 seconds to go. Can I kill her? I don't think I can. 18, 17. I don't have the strength for it. That is one of the things. This is a bit of a DPS test. 6, 5, 4. No, I can't do it. I failed the cosmic trial. Just don't have the strength for it with this character. Alright, I will check out one more area with you guys. And I will switch up my characters to do so, because why not? I had talked about Spider-Man with Spider-Man.
5 more minutes, Aunt May. I told you we should look out for each other, Parker. I'm making good on my promise.
There's Spider-Gwen as my backup, and Symbiote Spider-Ham as my pet. Of course, I keep him out there. Oh, what have we got? This one's actually got some good gear. Don't know the character that well, so let's do this real quick. Oh, I actually have done this. Okay. This character is set up. I have played him since
sneaking up on me like that.
the change.
I'm telling you, Doctor Strange is
As you see, there are a couple raids. I'm not going to go on one of them. I've never actually completed the Axis raid. But Limbo, it's a limited time one. Region not available until you select difficulty. Which I can't even select normal for this. So what the heck? I will queue up, and this is one that has other players you queue in with. Now this used to be important to go through because you got some of your power points from it. And it was limited, so you really wanted to do it as soon as you had a chance. Not so much anymore. This is my favorite outfit for him. This is one of the Chase outfits. It's only limited availability. Which, since the variants are out right now, I wonder if the Chase outfits are as well. The original block of heroes got Chase outfits, which were originally only available as drops. Yeah, it's available for sale right now. Another one. Ooh, is there one that I don't have? Yes, there is. Let's quickly check out Colossus. If there's the Juggernaut Colossus, I don't have this one. But it is currently available. Those are available limited times. Right now, Anniversary, one of those times. This is my favorite of the Spider-Man outfits. And I've got a lot of Spider-Man outfits. If I take a quick peek. Those are all my various Spider-Man outfits. I can be Spider-Gwen if I wanted to. I can be Spider-Girl. I have the Fortune Foundation Black, Fortune Foundation White, Earth's End, Battle Damaged. This was a achievement one, and Iron Spider. Enhanced ones, like the Iron Spider, the Spider-Girl, they'll change the voices and or powers. So they're even more impressive. And yet, all those spider outfits I have, and I'm much happier using this.
Why don't you stick around?
That's me going easy.
Ah. Whee. And the is this Infernal Raid? The Infernal thing is kind of, it's not really a DPS fight. I mean, there is a timer, but it's a boss rush is what this is. So here's the first boss, Herald of Ash. It's like a mini raid. Ooh, pardon me on that one. I thought I muted my mic. Sorry. Okay, so that's one. Nope, no, you're not down yet. As you can see also, it gets really chaotic when there's a lot of players on screen. It can be very difficult to see if you have all the effects turned up. They have settings that you can actually turn the effects down if you don't want to just see everything that everyone does. So don't blame you if you do that. Alright, collect the red orbs in order to give yourself more damage against the future ones. And where's this? The red one is down there.
Please tell me I'm not as annoying as this guy.
Look for the red mark for where the next boss is, and go straight to the second boss rush. So yeah, this is a Diablo clone. Lots of characters to play. There's some similarity between the characters just for having so many, but that's not really a problem. Like I said, Nick Fury plays a bit like Punisher, and there's nothing inherently wrong with having a couple characters who play very similar like that. Some characters have more diversity than others, even in their builds. For example, well, Squirrel Girl, I could have completely ignored her squirrels and gone with a melee build. And she has a complete melee setup as well. Spider-Man here, I have a range setup for him, but he also has a melee setup you can do. Or you can kind of mix the two together. Everything in the game is available at some point for free. Some of the stuff may be more difficult to get, but other than cosmetics, there's nothing you have to pay for to get access to. There's no levels that are locked away. There's no characters that are premium and only available with premium currency. It may take a while to earn them, but you can get all the characters in the game. Same with team-ups. Those are all available in-game. Or, of course, you can buy them if you really want to, if you want to support the game. And I do want to support this game. I've spent a terrible amount of money on it. This way this time.
Great power you got. Now work on the responsibility part.
I'm going quiet right now because I'm trying to focus. This guy's annoying because he'll split off into multiple parts and do a lot of damage that way. See, there he goes. Trickster's one of my least favorite of these bosses. You can still kind of tell which one the real one is of the Deceiver by the health bars. But now, also as a note, I've mentioned there are achievements, and there are some cosmetics that you can get via achievements. Well, that includes team-ups. Now, for characters, the cosmetics are just costumes. It's the same character, you just put a different outfit on him. For team-ups, however, if there's a cosmetic variant, it's considered a second team-up. So, I mean, it has all the same skills and all that. It just looks different, but you have to level it separately, put the skills, or not skills, but put the gear on it separately, and it can be unlocked separately. Now, I believe most of the variants that you get from achievements at some point will require that you have the original version. However, Pirate Deadpool, the Deadpool sidekicks, team-ups, are very powerful. Ah, we didn't get him in time. Nah, we failed the DPS test. Man, we're just doing awful today. It's not often I fail those, but I'm also not using my primary characters. Pirate Deadpool. Deadpool is one of the more powerful ones, and as I say, Deadpool is one you can actually get through achievements, and I don't think you need any other Deadpool for it. So it's one that a lot of people go for. Now, the achievements for it are kind of specialized. I can talk. And can be a bit difficult to get. But if you look them up, because they're hidden, you look them up, you'll be able to get them and not take too terribly long. So as a hint, Pirate Deadpool, look up how to get him. Definitely go for him as soon as you can. Tons of characters. Some cost more than others, obviously. But there's always the random box. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and, if I can, I will buy a random box to kind of show off. This is just saying that I could come back in, but I'm not going to, because that one was dead. A random box costs, drum roll, 175. Now, the cheapest heroes cost 200. It's 200, 400, 600. And I currently have, where are they? 2,317. So I got plenty. I'll go ahead and buy a random hero unlock to kind of show you. If you get a duplicate, that's what those ultimate power-ups are. It lets you increase your character's ultimate ability, which you get at level 60. So let's go ahead and check it out. I got Ghost Rider. I'm getting a lot of Ghost Rider stuff today. So as you see, I switched to my Ghost Rider. Best outfit? I don't care what anyone says. This is the best Ghost Rider right here. Evil Knievel Ghost Rider. I mean, look at that. He's got a freaking chainsaw on his bike. How cool is that? But yeah, I got several Ghost Rider skins as well. This is where I spent a lot of money. I was on the skins. All the characters are available. All the team-ups, for the most part, are available. If I say for the most part, Doom is a special case that I think he's only available every Christmas. But you get him for free if you log in on Christmas. There are daily login rewards. Here's the 4-year anniversary cake. What does this have in it? A Weapon X Catalyst, a random boss unique with a challenge bonus. These cakes are valuable stuff.
Pirate name is Short John Silver.
Random boss artifact, heroes combinations. Wow, really good stuff. And you can get the previous years as well. I love this. You can just straight up get 500 Eternity Splinters just for collecting 365 cake pieces. And cake pieces drop a lot all month long. You can get Cosmo Pet, which I'm totally going to have to get. A Cake Flourish. Ooh, those are interesting. Those two are new. Oh, those are just spray logos? Oh, that sucks. Personal Surtur Rune, which not tradable, not droppable. As you see, there are a couple team-ups you can get right now using cake slices. Including, oh my, I don't have this. Shield Air Support team-up hero? That must be the new one for this year. Oh, I am so going to have to get that. Shield Air Support? What is this? We get a little personal hover carrier? That's going to be awesome. That's why it's not blanked out. I don't already have it, but I have the Iron Man Mark II. I have the Captain America variant. Weapon X Catalyst. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff right now. I recommend playing it if you want to get into the game. With the anniversary event right now, great time to get into it. Lots of stuff to buy. There's a discount for buying the premium currency. If you use the premium currency to buy heroes, they're on sale right now. I don't think the outfits themselves are. I can look real quick on the costumes. I'll be able to tell right away if the costumes are on sale. And no, they are not. I don't think. Yeah, let's go Rocket Raccoon. I don't have the Guardians of the Galaxy Mark II. Yeah, they're not on sale right now. Those are the normal price. But they'll probably go on sale at some point. There's a lot of characters. There's a lot to do. The story is quite large. They have rotating events to keep you busy. There's lots of endgame content. There's the raids. There is PvP, although I've not done it yet. I know a lot of people have done it. There's cool stuff. There are achievements to go after. I've got about half the achievement score. Every hero has a set of achievements for them, which, as you see, I've finished some, not others. There are achievements involved with the events, like Civil War, Mystic Mayhem, which is going on right now. We can do this one, which has these mystery ones. I wonder if we get anything for getting all the mystery events. Road to Civil War, Armor Incursion. I think if they're showing up here, you can see you got Howard the Duck team up. You can get lots of stuff. I recommend this game. As far as playing it for free, like I say, your biggest spot where you're going to get hurt is the storage. If you collect things, if you're really efficient and manage to not hoard a bunch of useless crap, then the storage won't be as much of an issue, but it still can be an issue because you get one tab generally. I think one of the cakes actually gives you an extra tab. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. Epic Gears, unique items, catalyst, rune glyph. So no tab there. Does this give you an extra tab? No, I guess. Anniversary crafting, box in a box, box of artifacts. I don't see anything here that gives you an extra tab. But it was the anniversary event that gave out the extra tabs. So maybe we'll get another one. Who knows? And there is one extra tab available through Adam Warlock. But I've already bought it, so it's not going to show up on the list here. Only one is available through him. So if you're completely free, at most you'll get like 3 tabs. There are sales for the G, the premium currency. You also, every day you log in, get a random card. And some of those cards can give you 50 or supposedly 90% discount on G. Don't buy G without a discount. Don't buy stuff that's not on sale. Stash tabs almost never go on sale, so those you have to buy at full price. They do occasionally go on sale, so keep an eye out for them. And right now would be a time when they might go on sale, because anniversary event is their big event. If you keep track of the sales, if you only spend when things are on sale, you can get quite a lot of bang for your buck. Cosmetics, the costumes, there is a way to get some of them, but it's random. Now what you do is you level up your crafter here. Hank Pym's a crafter. You get him all the way up to level 20, which you have to just donate junk to him. It's based on the credit value. The more you donate, eventually you'll get him up to level 20. You come over here to, it's actually on Catalyst. I don't know why it's on Catalyst. This used to be costume, and right here you see random costume. Now it says that you have to turn in 3 costumes to get a random costume, and you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, what? I have to give 3 costumes to get a costume? Well, here's the thing. When you hit level 60, you can come over here to Madame Cleo. I'll show you where she is. Come out here to Madame Cleo.
I sensed.
And she sells this ancient gourd of prestige using the currency is cube shards. How do you get cube shards? You get cube shards by doing these, get down to them. Terminals. Every day, you can get a terminal and get a cube shard, one from the green, one from the red. At least I think you still can. They might have changed it so you can't get both green and red. I don't know. We can try to find out. But every time you beat one of these, you get a cube shard, and it has a cooldown of 20 hours. We'll go ahead and do a quick abandoned subway one. I'm going to switch characters for this. Go back to my main, Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket's the name. Never question.
I'm going to quickly do a green abandoned subway
Aren't you cold?
terminal, and I'll see if you can get one for green and red. You used to be able to get one for both green and red. I don't know if they still do that, because there's a lot you can get. And I'm ignoring all of the enemies here. I'm just going for the boss, because unless you're in Cosmic, the enemies don't matter. You'll notice that I had to duck under the door. Unless you're in Cosmic, the enemies don't matter. When you are in Cosmic, the enemies can actually get you extra chests at the end. Alright, Shocker's down. And as you see, Cube Shard dropped. Always make sure you pick those up.
Is it my birthday already?
I'm gonna go open this chest real quick. And you can get those once a day. Oh, really? You actually get bonus bounty chests on low levels now. Well, I stand corrected. Apparently you can get the bounty chests even if you're not on Cosmic. That's something that's changed. So let's say I haven't played this in a while. They've changed a lot of things. So let's go down here and see if it's still listed. As you see, the mark is gone. It says I got 20 hours before it shows up again. I switch to red. It's still gone. Okay. So you can't get double the shards anymore. So whatever difficulty you do it on, that's where you get the shards. And you get these every day, 20 hours.
Note to self, pick up a shoulder-mounted minigun. Not gonna happen.
She also sells, and okay, so why do you prestige? When you prestige, and I hope to God this is still true, because otherwise I'm giving you guys bad advice, but people threw a fit when they changed it last time. When you prestige, you get a basic costume for your character. Now, the reason for this is I had mentioned earlier how the costumes used to have stats on them. It used to be these catalysts, which, as you see, they have a level requirement. I can't actually, I can't scroll down there because I have to hold her up. But on the bottom left there, you see it has a level requirement. And it used to be that these catalysts would actually be fitted onto your costume. So all of these, the rare item find, the defense rating, the fixes, my critical hit rating there, and that level requirement, even the visual size decrease, that used to all be on the costume. That includes the level requirement. And what that meant was if you had something like that, where your costume was level 60, and you prestiged, you couldn't wear a costume anymore. Now, visually, well, you don't have a costume on, it looks normal. So a lot of people use their default costumes to trade in. I don't. I keep the default costume just in case. But it used to be that when you prestiged, you got a new default costume. You take 3 of those default costumes and you trade them up, get a random. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a quick peek. Sorry, I just hit my mic. I'm going to take a quick peek through here. I'm almost done for the day. see if I have any extras at the moment. I keep them off to the side. It does not look like it so far. If I had any extras, they'd be sitting right about there. You see how many costumes I have on a lot of these characters, too. I've been playing for a while, and a lot of these were freebie costumes. Every now and then you get a free costume. And again, it is random what costume shows up, so this bottom left costume on all of them is the default costume. I could trade those. I don't want to. As I say, it has come up before. For example, Captain Marvel. This used to be your default costume. So if you had a default, it would switch over. At least I think it did. Used to be. There's been a couple like that. There's one costume that I could have had that was only available for one short time, and I had the option for it, and I didn't get it, and it makes me sad. That's one of the Captain America costumes. The Winter Soldier costume, right here, it used to have a standard red, white, and blue shield, and people were unhappy because, well, in the Winter Soldier movie, he used the stealth shield, the blue and white. Well, if you had this costume, when they made the change, you could request to keep the red, white, and blue and get the special red, white, and blue variant. It was the only time that was available, and I had the costume, and I should have freaking done it because I could have bought the new one again, but I was dumb and didn't do it. Alright, so I'm going to prestige someone just to show off. Just to see. Someone who I actually do kind of want to play again. Who do I want to play again at some point in the future? Because I'm going to have to level him up again at some point. Someone I haven't done. You know, Magneto. Yeah, Magneto needs to be upgraded. So, I believe I have... You know, let's just go buy another one. It doesn't matter if I have it or not.
I assure you this alliance is only temporary.
So, what happens when you prestige? Well, you'll note that right now I have a white name over his head. Buy the Ancient Gourd of Prestige. I'll also buy a couple fortune cards. Oopsie. There we go. Refresh. So, fortune cards usually give you buffs. They can give you... I'm talking, those are the gambling things. Fortune card 1 is the only one that's available with in-game currency. All the others you have to actually pay for. And as you see, I just got a couple buffs that are kind of useless. Very useless. Okay, so I'm going to put all of his gear in storage. This is another reason why I like the character storage when I prestige characters. So I will take all the gear off of him.
You wouldn't have to be Avengers if you struck first.
You don't have a legendary. Interesting. I'll have to put one on you. So there's his level 60 gear. Not particularly great. I'll keep the costume on him, because I want to keep this look. That is not his default, unfortunately. And we're going to go ahead and use it. So, you restart at level 1. All of your points will be restarts. Yes. When you prestige, he starts off back at level 1 again. Dumps you off in the raft. Changes the color of your name. Notice it was white before. Now it'll be green, just like goes up in the rarity. So that's why you see people with different color name tags. See, it's green there.
Earth's most secure prison.
And boom.
Until now.
That is the default costume. Watch, I take the costume off, white. So this now is a free costume. You do this 3 times, you get another free costume, basically, off the grinder. In fact, let's go ahead, go back. I'll prestige a couple more characters and show you. This will be the last thing I do. Show you what it's like to get a free costume.
It is too late to change, Aurora.
Now, one thing to note, you can go up, let's say it goes up 5 times. You go from white, you get green, blue, purple, red. After that one is yellow, and yellow prestige takes 25 times longer. It's a grind. It takes a long time to go through it. I've done it with Rocket Raccoon. It's the only character I've done it to. And anyone you see running around with a level 60 yellow, they're dedicated to that character. They're also crazy. So, Squirrel Girl, she needs one. She definitely needs to be upgraded. I need to get through her. Scroll down here. I wish they'd put those somewhere else. So I'll get a device for her, and I'll go buy a device for someone else. Buy as many of the devices as you want. The fortune cards you're limited on. So let's go ahead and respec or prestige Squirrel Girl. And as you'll see, I'll get another basic outfit, which is the modern Squirrel Girl down here. Which, oh, I hate... Wait a second.
Here's the sit rep. The raft is under attack by Hydra, and supervillains are
Oh, okay. It looks like she's got like ponytails in that. But yeah, that's her default look right there. And that's the version that I'm using at the moment. I actually think I have all of hers except the variant. So Avenger Tower. And one other character that I should at some point prestige. Who have I got?
Contrary to popular belief.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to take her gear off, didn't I? Yes, I did. Dang it. Let's go put her gear away. Squirrel Girl, where are you? There you are. God, that thing is ugly. Fortunately, what you can do is modify. And let's make her look like this. Confirm. You can choose which icon is used for the character tabs. You can edit, you can rename the tabs and such. There's a lot of things you can do to them to make it easier on yourself. I'm just taking all of her gear, setting it down here, so when I hit level 60, I will have all of her gear available to her again. Yeah. You guys don't want to see all this extra nonsense, but whatever. Don't care. Is that? Down to scroll. Oh, okay. I know what that is. Never mind. Put this over here. Yeah, I know. It shouldn't actually be this low. I should move everything up one. These are the need to check at some point ones. So put them over here. They're probably not very good. Alright, so I gotta pick one other character that at some point I'm gonna level up again. Who do you guys think I should do? Xanth? Kalari, if either of you were there? Might do one of the ones that's already green. You know what? I am. Dr. Doom. I need to level up Dr. Doom. I already have him on green, and I kind of want to keep him on green because, well, that's his basic outfit, as you see. Actually, his basic outfit is the white one. Never mind. That is one of the things. The basic outfits are not their classic outfits, the ones that they use when they're villains, with the exception of Venom, because they don't want players to be that easily confused if there's a player version and an enemy version running around. Mind you, they've done other things now to differentiate, but that's the reason why the default look for Doom, for Magneto and such, isn't their classic iconic look. That's because that's what the villains look like. So, and I'm using Doom 2099 because 2099 forever! Dr. Doom. Let's put his gear away. And I will upgrade him to blue.
Carol, it is so good to see you again.
That can stay in. Like, this can stay in, but the other stuff can't. That's just fireworks anyway. Alright, let's prestige him to blue. So now I've got 3 outfits. And listen, I always keep one default outfit around. But these 3 are all duplicates for me.
Welcome to the raft.
So, Gonna go blend them. That's what people, if you see them in the chat, they say blending. That's what it means. Come down here to the crafter.
A couple of these haven't even been patented yet.
It costs, now usually I have a discount of 10%, which is why it's not costing me 200,000, but it's usually 200,000. It's 2 unstable molecules. I have 600. I'm not too concerned about them. And then the 3 costumes. It can be any 3 costumes. It doesn't have to be 3 of the same. So, 3 costumes. And the unstable molecules. This will get me 1 random costume. That's how you, for free, get your cosmetics. Winter Soldier movie costume. Unfortunately, that's a dupe for me. So, Winter Soldier. Where are you, Winter Soldier? Now, he's not wearing it there, but this is actually the costume I have on him at the moment. If I go down to Winter Soldier. See, Winter Soldier movie costume.
Just thought I'd mention the fact that
So, it didn't do much good for me.
That's a big part
It's just one that I'll blend later until I get one that's new. So as you see, you can get cosmetics in-game. Do the math. All those characters, you can prestige them 5 times. There's like 50 plus characters. So that's a lot of spare costumes. Plus, as I say, a lot of people recommend grinding your default one that you get at the beginning. I keep those just in case. For example, go up to Captain Marvel.
Wow, long time no see.
Has been refunded due to the game change. Okay. Wow, that's an old note. But this right here, that was a enhanced car, a remake. That's not what she originally looked like. So if you had her original costume, which a lot of people, when they heard about it, they just went and prestiged. I think that was her old default. Which, god damn, look at that hair. What is up with that hair? Oh, they do not care about this costume anymore. It's either this or the other one is the default. No, I don't think it's this one because this is the Agents Sold. I think that one, the other one, was the default. I mean, I don't know if it's available for sale either. So you guys have gotten to see me play around with this game and mostly just flail around and talk about useless stuff because, well, I'm not used to playing this anymore. Yeah, there's the classic costume, which, god, that hair is awful. And I have this costume as well for her. I'm not sure which of those. I honestly think this one used to be the default. So. And what happened when they changed it is if you had the original costume, well, you got to keep it. And then they gave you a new costume for her. Costume. I'm saying costume a lot. There are a lot of costumes for a lot of characters. The most, by far, is Iron Man. Look at all these. Look at all these. Some of these are really good. Some of them are kind of crappy. He also has a bunch of them that are only available in the various cards. For example, there's a white variant of this. Second place is, not Silver Surfer, Spider-Man. Which, again, his base costume changed at one point. And the variant costumes and all that. So, there are a lot of good costumes for a lot of good characters. I know some people don't like costumes. I'm kind of focusing on them at the moment for a special reason. As far as I am concerned, the costumes can make or break a character, really. A character can be more fun if he looks good. It has no actual impact on the performance. It is purely cosmetic. But having a character look nice, well, there's a reason why they sell that. There's a reason they make so much money selling that. This is where they make their money. And I say go for it. If you have a character you like with a costume you like, get it. I don't particularly care for all of the costumes that I'm using. Like, this is Thor, actually. I have the Beta Ray build costume for him, because hell yeah. And this is one of the ones that actually changes the name. It is an enhanced costume. It changes his name.
From conflict. Beauty and power are yours to command, fair Wanda.
Changes his name, changes his voice. But that's Thor. I have him just as Beta Ray Bill in my list. It even changes his location in the list. Just cute little stuff like that. A good costume. And I don't particularly love all of these. I have some of my favorites, though. I did buy the variant for this one, and I love him. Look at this. I got out of bed for this. And he's got a little icon down there that shows that it's a variant costume. So, yeah. That's Marvel Heroes. I like it. I hope I gave you guys a good kind of demonstration of the game. There's a lot to do, a lot of end game content, a lot of characters to play through as well. So this game can keep you busy for a very long time. And don't be afraid of the fact that it's free. There's a lot of content for its freeness. And even though it can take a long time to get all of the characters, you can get a lot of them fairly quickly. My suggestion, if you have one or two that you absolutely love, like your favorite heroes, buy them. Then do randoms, because the randoms are cheap. You can get them fairly quickly. You'll build up quite a roster. You have plenty of time to play. Just have fun. Try out the various characters. See which ones you like. Get stuff that looks good. And if you see one of the cosmetics that you like, one thing I'll note, I was talking about the various cards and how there's some cosmetics that are only available in cards, and those are cosmetics. Oh, they gave him a scooter now. Nice. He used to just run. There are some cosmetics that are only available in cards. However, right down here, these are these are backup stuff. Backup currency. If you buy, the only one that doesn't have it is Fortune Card 1 and Fortune Card 2 do not have them. The rest of them do. Now, mind you, it takes a lot to get these. For most of them, 95. You have to have bought 95 cards in order to be able to afford one of the backup costumes for it. But they've gotten cheaper. You can get 50 now. Only 50 card. So if there's a specific costume, even in a card, that you want and you don't get it, you have a way of getting to it. When did the adamantium cards come out? Obviously. And as you see, there's cosmetics like even lately, some of the other stuff like the pets are available as the emergency backup currency stuff. So there are ways eventually to get all the costumes. If there's one that you really like, go ahead and spend for it. Throw some money at the game. It definitely deserves it. And that's my opinion. And I don't know how to end this today, so I'm just going to end it. Take care, Internet, and enjoy the games you play. Hope you've enjoyed.